Ladies and gentlemen, if you are not doing anything August 27th, 2022, this show is sponsored by Center Stage and Bartinis. I want to welcome you to their annual USO show. It is August 27th, Saturday, Bartinis in Babylon, 124 North Call Ave, Babylon, New York, 11702. That is Bartini's and Center Stage, which is sponsoring this show, running a non profitable organization. All proceedings will go to the USO. More information, you can contact Center Stage Music at 516 557 2527. As for Joe or Greg, you could donate at the door, but it's free for everybody. Go out, go enjoy yourself. It's last few weeks of summer left. They have shows from 3 to 1:30. They're gonna have parades. They're gonna have guest bands. Jazz bands, rock bands, all types of music, food. Go check it out. Once again, it's August 27th, 2022. Bartini's in Babylon, 124 North Called Ave, Babylon, New York, 11702, Long Island. Once again, Center Stage and Bartini's welcome you to their annual USO show. So go check it out if you're not doing anything this Saturday. And they have raffles and great prizes. All veterans are also welcome. And that is the sponsorship. I'm going to have it posted up once again during this show and at the end of the show. Now, back to our scheduled program.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us once again on the Discipline Therapy Podcast with your two hosts, the incredible 7-time author, Mr. E.L. Discipline, and with him always, the lovely Suhey Sotomayor. And before we begin the show,
I pay her to say those lovely things about me.
I'm gonna, clear the energy. I hope they hear this. They don't, right? It's cool.
I'm gonna edit. When
I'm gonna cut it out.
when I put the hum reduction and then
Oh, that's
the
why.
noise gate in the post production. I'm gonna edit that stuff out. Like when I add that stuff in, it I can't control it. It
Yeah.
takes away all the background
Mm,
noise and stuff like the air conditioner's on. You
mm,
won't hear that because I have the low cut filter on. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Not just the recorder. I have it on the actual, GarageBand and then the iMovie that I do in Adobe. When I
mm.
edit the videos, you know what I'm saying? So like I'll add all that stuff. High frequency, low frequency, lows, highs, mids. You know what I'm saying? So you probably don't know what I'm saying. But
I sure don't. But guess what? He's gonna have to teach me. No,
yeah,
that because things is big.
I was showing you some editing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only
So
thing is that you're so hands on, so dare I say, control freak a tad bit.
not a
That
tad bit I am.
okay, good. As long as it's okay to say that.
Yeah.
That he's like, okay, move over. I'll
This
do it.
this is why see and I said this behind
Yeah.
closed doors. It's not so much that I trust that you can't do it. It's because there's things I know that you're not gonna know that I'm not gonna like that to take out.
Right, right. No, no, no. I'm the
You
exact
see what I'm
same
saying?
way. Like I'll be like, I want to teach, let's say, my kids how to clean properly. I'll be like,
Yeah.
you know what? Just move out of the way. I'll
Like
do it.
how are you gonna know when to make the books pop up when
I
I
won't.
mention it or whatever it is or the topic? Like you mentioned the topic and then it pops up. Also maybe some behind the scenes this shit right here.
No, right?
Also with like editing like once we edit once I edit the stuff, this is one of the reasons why I don't want to feel comfortable hiring somebody to do it.
Oh, I
I
know.
would have to be the chief supervisor editor, whereas I have two people. the primary and the secondary. When it comes to me, I check everything. If it's not, then I write them notes and I say redo it. That's
Mm-hmm.
either way I'm working.
Of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? Because that's why. So how would they know
Right.
if when the books to pop up, when this, when that, take out this, they're not.
Do
They're
you
just
think
gonna
you'll
they're just
ever get to the point where you'll be like, all right, fine.
no, unless the
You've worked with them.
stipulation, yeah, the stipulation is working side by side. The stipulation is I hire two people, they do it, then they send it back to me. I watch the content. Oh, I don't like this, and I'm writing notes. Then I send it back to them. So it's more work and more of a delay.
Yeah.
Because if they don't get it right the first
Yep.
time and the second time, because there'll be two people, and I guess to me, which is the third time, now they gotta go to the first guy,
Do it
second
all
guy,
over.
yeah. So that might be time consuming.
Not even like if you've been working with them for years and you know, all right, they know what I like. Not even then, you don't think?
Mm, might not because I'm evolving all the time. So it might be like, oh, I used to say that. I don't like saying that
You
anymore.
you
Take that out.
also you also like to keep busy anyway, so
Yeah.
okay. Anyway,
All right. So you
you
know the
lucky
season
Patreon
topic.
people, this is what you get.
Well, no, we'll
No,
put this on YouTube.
thanks.
Yeah,
Thanks for making me look foolish.
yeah, we'll put it on
He said,
YouTube.
"Yeah, you're welcome." No,
Yeah.
I don't, because I don't have my computer in front of me.
Oh, okay. So it's episode 90, season 8 finale.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
season 8 finale, and we
Yeah.
have so much more to give you guys.
Yes.
So much more content. It's ridiculous.
So before I get into it, I'm gonna do what I always do. You know what I do because I do it so well. You know. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, you tuned into, your one of your best podcasts on your list.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Secretly.
Fastest growing
You may not publicly support us or
secretly.
post us on your social media, but we know we're on your
Fools.
list of podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all are fiends and y'all know what that means.
I don't know what that
We're
means.
serving you a dose weekly of Discipline Therapy where everything is completely free. Well,
Well,
not everything
things have
now.
to change, people.
But what is free is judgment free, it's sucker free, it's censor free, and it's sensitive free. So I don't want to say fuck your feelings. You
Oh
know what
my
I'm saying?
god.
I'm
Empathetic.
empathetic and an empath, so I don't want to say fuck your feelings. But for certain topics, you might want to put your feelings to the side and think more logical
Open
about
minded.
certain things. So with that being said, we're serving you your dose weekly of discipline therapy where some things are free, some things aren't free. Judgment free, sucker free, censor free, sensitive free, and plenty of liberty. God and the ancient ancestors are great. That means everything else is straight. So go grab your wine, popcorn, or my favorite roll of blunt, but make sure the children are in bed
Hmm.
because we have that soul food and sometimes vulgar conversation. Prepare your mind to be fed. Light one up, inhale life, and exhale strife. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, you are tuned in to the Discipline Therapy Podcast.
We're
We're here.
here.
All right, all right, all right. So now I'm gonna be orchestrating the season finale today. Usually Suhei does her thing, but I'm gonna be doing it because I didn't feel I really didn't wasn't into it about doing a whole bullets on the computer. So I wanted to do manual labor
Okay.
and write shit
And
down.
plus, we've been busy though.
Yeah.
What have we been busy with? Are we going to tell them? Are we going to keep reminding them? I think we are.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Eel Discipline and I are going to be having a workshop September 24th where he will be
Not we, but
the
you're doing the
Discipline Therapy
you're doing
Podcast
the
presents.
No, I'm gonna be having a workshop and conducting it solely. You, Melissa, a whole bunch of other people are working behind the scenes to
Yes.
get it done. Like
Yes. Well,
y'all are,
I'm not going to be on the camera.
yeah,
He will be doing the camera stuff.
yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. September 24th. The location, if you go on to Eventbrite, which you should get your tickets now because it's limited time. The venue will be on the ticket when you purchase it.
Mm,
And the times is 1 to 3, but you have to
mm,
go on Eventbrite for all that stuff.
yes, definitely. And ladies and gentlemen, just letting you know now, because we don't like surprising people. We pride ourselves in being people of our word. You know what I'm saying, and being authentic. Um, if some of you crazy bitches out
Oh
there think
my
that
god.
they're just gonna purchase the ticket to see the location and get a refund, there's no refund
Hmm.
policy. So just
No
letting you know
refunds.
ahead, so
Wah,
it's
wah,
not like
wah.
it's not like a surprise, like, oh, they tricked us.
Well, it also says on Eventbrite,
Yeah,
no
because there's some
refunds on
crazy
tickets.
bitches out there that would be like, yo, I want to know where the fuck he lives. I want to know where the fuck he's gonna be. I mean, pop up. There will be security too.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So, yeah. But you are
Mm-mm.
all cordially invited to absorb my mind, especially women out there who are seeking these alpha males, these traditional men, these men that are not modern. There's so many women complain about modern men, and men don't talk anymore. They don't know how to talk to women anymore. Like, why are these guys asking to eat pudding off my ass? And
This is the workshop for you
I don't
guys.
post revealing stuff. And I'm like, well, because what happens is men a lot of men are so myopic that one bad apple ruins it for the whole bunch. So you could be in your whole page with your knee dress all the way down to your knees, but he's gonna think you're a hoe too because the other hoes are posting their ass online. So he's just,
Oh,
you see what I'm
they're the
saying?
bad apples. Got you. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, got you.
What did I say?
No, no, no. I thought you were referring to the men were bad apples, but you're talking about the
No.
girls posting.
Yeah, so that's why, because I've had women that ask me for advice, and one-on-one consultations are also available. Go to my website,
Mm-hmm.
email me at info@eldiscipline.com. We could either do it in the office or we could do it via Zoom. I'll also reiterate that at the workshop. So women have contacted me, asked me for advice, email, DMs, or whatever. Oh, I don't post any revealing stuff. I'm this, I'm that, I'm traditional. But these guys will still DM me like this, and I say to them, that's why one bad apple does ruin it for the whole bunch. Because these
Mm-hmm.
men are myopic. They're not looking at it as all women are, there's different women out there. They're looking at it as categorizing women. Like,
And
remember in the audio show I did when I said there's different women?
yeah, are we? Is this already part of the topic, or you just?
Oh no, I'm just,
Oh,
it's
okay,
part of
got you,
the
got you.
intro still.
Oh, okay.
But
Carry on.
you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's what ends up happening. So now they start generalizing in their mind
Mm.
about these women. So these women, it's like and I'll tell these women, this is the advice I give you. You want that shit to change? Stop being scared and start holding these other women accountable. If you're not doing that, start holding them accountable. A lot of women won't do that because they're afraid of scrutiny. Women are gonna get more hate from women than men if they go against the grain.
And this is gonna be what you talking about at the workshop
Um,
as well.
yeah.
Oh, you see, that's why
If
you guys gotta buy
it
your
comes up,
tickets.
yeah. Okay, so the topic today is: do you believe it is fair for a woman who doesn't behave like a lady but desire a gentleman? Also, is it fair if a man doesn't practice chivalry or behave as a gentleman desire a lady?
No,
No.
it's not fair.
Okay. So
It's actually kind of ballsy of them to want that.
hypocritical.
So
Yeah.
hypocritical.
Yeah. So let me tell my story real quick, and then I'm gonna get into the bullets. So I went out last night.
Mm.
It's a rare occasion, but it's summertime, so I go out more.
You said it's
Around that time.
summertime.
Usually if it's fall or winter, I'll be in the Spanish clubs. I'll be inside. But
Mm.
this is like a outside inside bar. So you could be
Okay,
outside. You could also be inside. We went to a couple of spots. Went
nice.
with two of my boys. One's a financial advisor. The other one's in real estate. They're both Haitian. So
Ça passe.
we go to this spot, and it's multi diverse. Spanish women, black women, white women. So first thing I do, because I smoked a blunt before I went, you know what I'm saying? And then I usually have one drink. I'm disciplined. I've been doing this since I was 19 years old. So like I used to go to club every weekend. I don't do that anymore. So I'm like 35 years old, but I feel like I'm old man.
Hmm.
So I discipline myself to one drink. And then I drink water the whole night.
Okay.
So I usually have vodka and cranberry. So my man was like, "Yo, usually we take turns. It's like he gets the first round. I'll be like, yo, I got the second round." So he was like, he's gonna get the first round. I said, all right, I need to use the bathroom. Went to the bathroom. Now I'm dressed in a polo shirt, like a college type of shirt, tucked in, dress pants, fitted, shoes, and I wore a fitted Discipline Beast. but I wore it backwards.
Okay.
So when I'm walking in, people don't see it. So as I go to the bathroom, do my thing, I come out the bathroom and there's this Latina who grabs me.
Grabs
Short,
your arm or grabs a body
grabs
part?
a body part.
She
She's
grabbed your
short,
butt.
beautiful, slim, thick. She's
Okay.
very attractive, my type, even body type too. So she grabs like my side, and
Oh,
they were playing reggaeton.
my side.
They were playing reggaeton. So she
I thought
comes
you were
in,
gonna come in with something juicy.
and like reggaeton is like perreo,
Mm-hmm.
is like grinding,
Mm-hmm.
mainly the woman's booty on you. Or I've been in situations where even like ex lady was a sub or not a sub. I had both. We went to the club together, and you could
Okay.
also do it, facing each other,
Okay.
like hips grinding up
Yeah,
against
just
each
like
other.
dancing.
Yeah, it's like sex on the dance floor,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like dry humping
Mm-hmm.
almost. So now, what happens is she turns around toward me while she
Face
grabs.
to face?
She turns around, so her ass is to my pelvic.
Got you. Okay.
So her hand is like
Oh, so she's
holding me so I
ah,
won't move.
got you.
So she starts grinding on me as I'm coming out of the bathroom. It was like a setup, like she was waiting for me. She probably peeped me as I walked through there because I passed by them. They would by the bathroom. So now she's grinding up on me, and I lean over to her and I say, "Do we know each other?" And she's like, "No, but we can get to know each other."
Through dancing.
And I'm like, and then she grabs like my beard and my arm, and she's like, "Oh, you're so handsome." Yeah. So now,
I have to act
so
it
now
out,
I
people.
I take her wrist, like I put my hand on her
The one that
wrist.
was on your face?
Yeah, and I hold it, and I say, "Don't touch me." And I say, and she said, "Are you here with anybody? Like you here with a girl?" I said, "I'm here with people, but I'm not here with a girl." And she's like, I say, "Yo, you a bit aggressive." So after that, she was like, "Oh, I bet," and I just walked away. So that was one situation. We went to another spot.
Wow.
We went to another spot, another diverse spot where there was this black lady, African American, short hair, um, and
I wish I
my
had popcorn now.
my boy already knew her. So her group of friends and us, we were just all talking and just, being
Vibing.
vibing. So now they put dancehall, soca, and reggae music, right? So now she starts grinding up on me. And I'm looking at my boy, one of the financial advisors, like, what I'm saying? Because I don't know if he fucked with her or whatever it
Oh, I
is.
got you.
Because if he did, because I'm yelling at him, yo, y'all fuck. The music is really loud, so you really can't hear each other. I usually shut one ear to hear what other women are saying for this ear, and it works. So
That's a
yeah,
tip. Free tip for you guys,
if
okay?
you think about it, like
That's
air
a tip.
goes, yeah, yeah. So now I'm yelling at him, yo, y'all fuck with each other,
Oh my
and
gosh.
he's like, nah, get it. So I'm like, so I start like she's grinding up on me, but she's standing up doing it. Yo, I grab the back of her neck hard and I bend her over. So we start
Dancing,
grinding. We
right?
start dancing. So the spotlight was on us. Everybody was looking. Um, and after that, I was just like, I'm good. She came to me. She was like, I ain't gonna move unless you move. I'm following your lead. And I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm good. And she's like, oh, that's because you scared. So I said,
Oh,
what you say? And then I shut the one ear to listen, and I lean my earlobe over to her, and she said, that's because you scared. And then she bites my ear lobe.
get the hell
Like,
out of here.
so I
What?
say to her, I'm like, you don't know who the fuck I am. But you could think I'm scared. That's cool. And then like I just kind of stayed where I was and she kind of just walked away. But this is what I'm trying to give you as this story. The first woman that did that, the Latina, when she's like, "Oh, we could get to know each other," that's the fucking bait. Remember the last show? I said
Mm-hmm.
women don't know how to attract men. That's the
Or
fucking
how to
bait.
flirt.
Yeah, so they might post provocative photos online to get a man. Once they get in the DM, then they trick them. Oh, get to know me, get to know my mind. So when what she was doing was she was probably like He's black, he's tatted, he's
He's my
he's
type.
taller than me. Yes, exactly. You summarized it. But not just that, maybe a mental stereotype. Black niggas just like pussy. They just
That's
like
rude.
big booties, and I
Mm,
got one. So if
mm.
I grind up on him, he gonna like that shit. They love pussy. That's all they care about. They're fucking lazy. They, you know what I'm saying? They have their own certain things. They could have been in a household too. You know how like white skinned Latinas like you and their parents will talk about morenos.
Not my parents.
You and I could both be Hispanic. You know what I'm
We
saying?
are.
Which we are. But if you think about it, your parents are lighter than me. They're gonna tell you, man, like, oh, morenos are bad or whatever. So it could have came from that
But
domestic.
they don't. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I'm just saying
Right. Other people.
it's true. It
Yes,
happens.
it does happen. You're
You know
right.
what I'm saying? Even though you speak the same language, come to the color thing. There's an issue with that. So she probably could have heard all these negative things. The irony, she's attracted to those more. So now she's thinking of all these things in her head. Probably exes. Niggas like pussy. Niggas like big butts.
Hmm.
Niggas like this. So how am I gonna attract this guy? Cause he's my type.
So she used her
Like you
butt for
said.
bait.
So she used her butt for bait. Then it's like, do I know you? We could get to know each other? What? You
Well, you know
grinding
what?
up on me already.
A guy probably wouldn't
What?
have asked that though. A regular schmegular man wouldn't have said, do we know each other?" He would have just been like, "Oh shit, straight
Yeah,
off the gate."
I've been there, done that. I
Mm-hmm.
got so when you get so much pussy in your life in the past, usually I told you I was with a Boripa for 4 years. We fucked 3 times a day. I
Mm,
lived with her the last year we were together. We fucked 3 times a day. So when you get so much pussy when you were younger, that you don't
mm,
value that.
that's
It's
true.
the
I heard
niggas
that.
that never got pussy, those fucking nerd ass niggas,
That are
those
thirsty.
internet gangsters that never got pussy before. They get a little money or fame on Instagram or Twitter or YouTube, and now they're fucking all these bitches, and they're telling men to fuck all these bitches. They supposedly dating coaches, fake alphas,
Mm,
because they never had pussy before. They never got women before, but now they got a little bit of money, a little bit of status. They work out a little bit. Now they're still fucking nerds to me. You know what I'm saying? And they're still nerds to these women, but now they're trying to get everything that they never got when they were
mm.
younger. You see what I'm saying?
So what happened with the second chick?
So the second girl, she was just dancing with somebody else. I didn't care. It wasn't nothing.
Okay. Just
Okay,
asking.
so who is to blame when a marriage falls apart? A man who lies about his impulse, or to a very high sexual libido woman, or the woman who cheats because her husband doesn't touch her or give her affection, attention?
I'm just saying this about that because that actually I know somebody that she's in the middle of a separation now.
Mhm.
And what happened there is this is why I text you that question to see, if it's a good topic or not. He met her. She's a very sexual woman, right? He never told her that he's impotent. He never told her he needs to take. And this is, we're talking about they met when she what, late 20s, early 30s. That's pretty young. And he never told her he needs to take a pill or anything like that. So now, they get married. She's still a very sexual person, and that's it. He doesn't. She gets dressed up. She made plans and they went away. She had the wine, she had the weed, she had the lingerie. She comes out from the bathroom and he's sleeping.
Men can cure that.
Right, but he doesn't even want to take the pill.
Okay, it's not just that. There's natural things. You know, turmeric.
Yes, I use
Turmeric
it to
helps
cook.
with that.
Interesting.
Yeah, I used to be a personal trainer and a
Well,
nutritionist.
I didn't know the nutritionist part. That's awesome.
Yeah, turmeric helps with that. That's natural. Um, watermelon. Watermelon builds nitric oxide to, the blood flow. I
Mm-hmm.
talked about this episode
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I
28.
remember that.
Um, episode 28, season 3, discipline sex therapy. So there's natural things, drinking water, more water. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is he doing? Is he a smoker, cigarette smoker? If he smokes cigarettes, that will hurt that. You know
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
know.
Weed is different because it's a natural plant. Like, weed for me builds a lot of things. I'm not gonna talk about. But you see what I'm saying? But like, there's natural like ingredients and nutrition and plants and stuff of that nature to help with that.
I don't know if he's that
Exercise.
type to
Okay.
do that.
All right.
But
So
I know he
you
doesn't help out with other things
so
though.
who's to blame? You said.
If the marriage between those types of people, who's to blame? I say he's to blame.
Oh,
If he can't satisfy and he knows I'm
yeah.
impotent, I have to take these pills, and
Yeah.
she's very sexual, then move a step aside, sir. Step aside for someone who can.
Okay. So check this out. That's a feminist mentality. And
But
that's
why
fine.
not? But he
No, no,
lied
no, no,
to
no, no,
her.
no.
No,
That's fine. But that's a feminist mentality.
I don't think so. He lied to her. That's period, point blank. He didn't say, listen, I love you. I developed these feelings. And before we get any further, I have to tell you this. I'm impotent. I have to take pills. He never did that. She didn't find out until 2 kids later. Yes, they had kids, but their sex life was not, it's clearly not all that.
Okay. So here's the thing. This is why I say it's a feminist mentality. Because you're putting the blame all on the man. They're putting the woman's needs so of high importance. That's why. Now here's the thing.
I'm putting the blame on him because he lied.
Okay, and you're entitled to your own opinion.
Mhm.
The reality is this: when a woman is in her feminine, she's in her divine feminine. She could be horny all the time, sexual, high libido. She's not wanting she has discipline. She has sexual discipline. She could maybe masturbate or whatever it is. She doesn't blame the guy. She's choosing the guy or whatever it is. However, when women are in their femininity, they are a server. They have a server mentality. Everything about their man is of high importance in their mentality, including sex. She will sacrifice having an orgasm if he gets off. That's not just a stroke to her ego. She's serving her man. She's for his use. This is a divine feminine woman. Now, women that are like horny all the time and then he doesn't fuck me well even though we have sex, he doesn't fuck me well, so I'm gonna cheat. Or she's now combative with you, she's emasculating you because you can't do that shit in the bedroom. So it will be little shit. Why the fuck is the floor on the ground? Those tiles on the ground, it'll be stupid shit. Why the fuck is the ceiling? She'll make up stupid shit because she doesn't respect you in the bedroom. That's not a woman in her divinity. That's a masculine woman. That woman is inclined to being promiscuous too, because now she's like saying, and I've heard this from chicks, like my situation, sex is a gift. If she doesn't behave in a certain way, like let's say she disrespects me and I'm upset with her, I'm not giving her sex. Why? Sex is a connection. So if I'm mad at you, no, we're not having no aggressive shit, make up sex. No, it's not gonna be like that. The aggressive that I give, that's the love. You know what I'm saying? Most people will take that in a toxic way. We had an argument, so let me just fuck the shit out of her so that make up sex. No, you don't resolve the issue. So the thing with me is I'm gonna suppress the sex, and those women will be like, oh well, I'll just go. If he's gonna do that to me, I'll just go fuck somebody else. What women? What? Yo, because these women are in their masculine. When a woman is in her femininity, she's not doing stuff like that. What?
I just want to say something. I agree with you if he had been honest. If a woman picks a man and he says, listen, this is the thing, and you still want to go for that man, 100%, you have no right to complain. You knew about it going in.
Mhm.
But to not know, and that's
Mm.
something big,
And
especially for a person who is sexual. He knew that about her from the get.
it's not.
That's not fair.
Here's another thing too. It's not about being fair. It's the reality. Here's
The
another.
reality is that he lied. So
Here's another. Here's
he's
another thing
already
too.
being,
It's not so much his fault. They had 2 kids later.
yeah,
Yeah, they had 2 kids later.
right?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Because the women are the gatekeepers to sex. So at the end of the day, you're gonna read these things. If they were fucking before they had kids, you're not telling me the 2 times that they had sex, she was pregnant twice. Yes or no? Probably not. They were probably having sex before they had their first kid. So at some point, where did he become impotent?
No, he was impotent before he met her
So then why did she stay?
because he didn't tell her.
No, it's her
Yes.
fault.
No. He didn't tell her.
So
He lied.
we can agree to disagree, but it's her
Him,
fault.
how is it her fault if
Why?
he's not honest?
It's not about that. It's
It's
about
about
women. It's
that.
about women catching men in their lies.
No,
If
that is
he's
not fair. He should come out and tell her
no,
that.
no, no. The reality is this: women accept. Men claim. So when a man walks up to you and all that stuff, she chooses, she accepts. She's letting him inside her. They had a couple of sexual sessions. She's already seeing something. This nigga come quick. This nigga do this.
I don't know about all that.
At that moment, she should just be like, listen, sex is really important to me. You cannot do this, or maybe you're lying, then we need to go our separate ways. But if she said, it's the first time. Maybe he was nervous. Let me give him a second try. The second try wasn't good. Let me give him a third try. He's a nice guy. He got money. He got status. Let me build off of that. It's the woman's fault. It don't matter if the nigga lied or whatever it is. Women always talk about women intuition. So why are they doing asinine things? Why are they doing dumb things? Why can they not? Why are they blind to these things then?
Because he's lying.
It's
Because
the
they
women's
lie.
fault. The lying is not a good argument.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Lying is a big thing. First of all, you in your lifestyle, you say being honest and truthful is number one, right? In your in the BDSM lifestyle that you live,
So you're
and
not.
it should be
You're
number
not.
one.
You're not gonna.
across the
You're not
board.
gonna win this. Why? Because two things negate this debate. They had two kids already, and they were probably fucking on a consistent basis before that.
But they weren't.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. If sex is important for a man, if sex is important for a woman, and they're not fulfilling them in that need, they're either going to articulate or they're going to cheat secretly.
She articulated and then cheated.
Yeah, she's in the wrong. She should have never cheated. She should have just walked away.
Well, they're separate now.
Yeah. She's the blame. She's the blame.
Okay, what's the second bullet?
So the reality is it's a very that's a very dangerous woman. A highly sexual woman that is like a woman that is highly sexual. She will not take, like, this is what I've always been talking about. There's women out there, and I know some of them, but I will not name drop them, that have articulated to me, yo, I will not have vanilla sex. But they want to be wives. They want to be housewives. They want to be provided for. They don't want to pay their own bills. They want dominant men. They want alpha males. They want all these guys, gentlemen. They want dominance. They want savagery in the bedroom. What woman you know is going to get all those things? So this woman is telling me I will not settle for vanilla sex. Okay, so if a woman has a high sex drive, it don't matter if that dude is on the come up. You gotta fuck with him. Because when he's there on the come up, you're already getting the great sex.
I'm confused. What's the come up have to do with anything?
Because there's some women out there that have these fetishes and these kinks that regular men cannot fulfill. There's some women out there who have a high libido and a high sex drive that a lot of men can't fulfill. The moment she comes, she's ready for round two, and he's just done. Remember, we've said this. A lot of men can't even go through round one.
Yeah.
So these women have to suffer. You see what I'm saying? So I say that these women that talk about that they have standards, yo, you have to differentiate what's a priority. Sex should not be on top of the list for a woman when it comes to a man. That's why I say
I don't think it was on top of the list, but it's kind of fucked up not knowing that your man is impotent until years later.
She is to blame. She is to blame.
Well, I like when you say we can agree to disagree.
Yeah.
I totally disagree.
Yeah, she is to blame 100%. And she's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And she is inclined to being with these fucking losers who blow her back out. She's definitely inclined to that. Because, yo, it's very hard. You're not going to meet a Discipline. Come on, you're not going to meet a Gomez Adams. Gomez Adams is a fictional character. It's a 2% of dominance in this world. So you're not going to meet, it's very hard for you to meet another Discipline that's a hard physical worker, who's a corporate Wall Street also type of worker. You know what I'm saying? Who don't mind rolling up his sleeves and working like a construction worker, who's also a handyman, who got a big dick, who could give you the
Oh my
best
lord.
sex, who dominates and all this stuff and makes money. You're not gonna find these type of guys. Something's gonna suffer. So what's gonna happen is that woman that has a high sex drive and all these fetishes and says she don't want vanilla sex, she gonna end up settling for the guy that might not make a lot of money, but that's gonna give her great sex. Might not have status, but that's gonna give her great sex because the high libido woman, that matters a lot to her. Or she might be inclined to getting with rappers because that's like, yo, these niggas are in the industry on TV and stuff saying that they got money, and they talk about that they blow bitches backs out. So I could get the best of both worlds.
I don't think regular
But
women
she,
think
but
like that
she
because
might
they
be,
can't meet no rappers.
but she might be a traditional type of woman who speaks properly in corporate and all of that. But she'll fuck with the bad boy hood nigga.
Mm, that's true.
Yeah, because ultimately she don't respect that guy. She respects his meat. She respects his sexual prowess. That's what she's gonna do. Like, if you don't respect me, you're gonna respect this dick. Type of shit like that.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? And that's a dangerous woman. That woman will never be submissive because you gotta keep doing that shit. Those 15, 20 minutes of that pleasure, okay, we'll keep her calm. Mm, she's cuddling, watching you eating the kids' fruit snacks or whatever it is. Maybe it's a single mom. Maybe it's not. You know, you telling her shit while you fucking her and she's agreeing to everything. Yo, let's walk to China. No fucking train. That's asinine. But she'll be like, yeah, daddy. Because she's not fucking thinking. She's
Mm.
gone. Good dick. Short memory loss. Good dick got her fucked up. Make a smart woman dumb.
Stigmatized, no, babe?
Yeah. So now she's over here like with this guy, and you just, this is what it is.
Mm.
This is what ends up happening. So at the end of the day, that's a dangerous woman because those 15 minutes, 20 minutes of pleasure will keep her calm. But then what's gonna happen in tomorrow? What's gonna happen in a couple of days? Oh, yo, I'm working all day, baby. What? You can't give me dick?
I just don't
What's she
think
gonna
women
do?
like that.
What is she inclined to doing?
Cheating?
And you know how she gonna do it? I'll give you a plethora of reasons. You want to know?
I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
Okay. She'll go on Instagram and twerk and say, look at my booty. She'll be on her cheeks. Look at my booty.
Not all girls do that though.
Women that have high sex drive or whatever.
She has a high sex drive and she does not.
Okay,
do that.
maybe she's traditional. She's not modern. But what she'll do is she might go on Instagram and talk to a guy.
Yeah,
And build that emotional connection because she's not giving a modern chick might do what I said earlier, but a traditional one will do the building
Gotcha.
emotional connection. Once you build the emotional connection, the goal is the sex. So now eventually the sex is gonna come. She might start sending that nigga revealing photos, teasing, flirting to build that sexual let me see if he finds me desirable because subconsciously this nigga that can't touch me and fuck me right, I'm having low self-esteem now, depression because I feel like he don't love me. He don't want me.
That's how it was because he wouldn't tell her.
He doesn't desire me. So let me gravitate towards a nigga that's gonna desire me. Niggas probably on Instagram show my booty so I could get likes. Now I feel desirable. My self-esteem is boost. You see? Broken, toxic, dangerous women. They need to have more. Yes. So it's fine to have a high sex drive as a woman, but you need to control it. That's what it comes down to. If you cannot control it, you are in your masculine. Foreign modern relationships versus American relationships. Is there a difference?
Foreign modern?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know any foreign modern relationships.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Okay. So foreign modern relationship. Yes, there's a difference.
What's the difference?
Well, in America, there's more emphasis on equality. There's more feminism out here, and that's the difference. That's what's
I feel like though that's creeping to other countries though. Slowly. Maybe not the feminism like how it is over here, but more like I know like in Mexico and in other countries where the women are going like missing type. I think like they're trying to put a stop to that. So not necessarily feminism, but
okay. A UK woman DM'd me and she was asking and seeking advice. So she said, I'm trying to get her on the show.
oh,
soon.
good.
But she said to me, she said, I need to ask you something. Is it right for a woman to go all in and give her all to a man without commitment, and he lives with another woman, and the woman is the mother of his kids? And I said, it is right for a woman to go all in, even if this man lives with a woman lives with him. Um, but if he's honest and he's already setting the standards and the law or whatever, like, listen, I'm married. I don't plan to have another wife. But I want to love you too, or we could build something, have fun, whatever it is. And it's congruent. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's down with it too. She's like, oh, okay. Like, I fucking, maybe it's a RN. I fucking work 70 hours a week, 60 hours a week. I don't fucking got time for shit. Barely fucking got time to talk to people. Come home, take a shower, knock out. So the days that I'm off, I go to the club, I have fun. Hell yeah. If I could have some weekly consistent dick and we could do some adventures, that works for me. It works for her.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's why I say it's a congruent thing. And that's what I told her. Um, but without a commitment, it depends, because now it's like, what are you looking for? If that's not what you're looking for, the guy to have fun with or whatever it is, then then you shouldn't go all in. And she was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, well,
He
that
was
makes
like,
sense.
yeah.
I wouldn't go all in. The man said that he doesn't want to go all in. He just wants to have fun.
No, no, no. She's pretty much telling me like he's not articulating. She found out about that stuff, but she don't know where this is going. She don't know where it's headed and all that.
Does his wife know?
I didn't ask all that.
See, my advice to her would be like, first of all, before you start thinking about this, ask if his wife is good with it too.
Mm-hmm.
Because let's say you
It'll be
say yes
problems for you.
and he says yes, and then old girl says, "What the hell's going on?" and pulls out a gun, and there you go.
Yeah.
Bitch, you need to find out
Mm-hmm.
what the hell's going on with her.
Yeah. Will women respect a man who can't lead?
No.
Yeah, you're right. What are characteristics of a gentleman?
Characteristics of a gentleman
Mm-hmm.
is when they, open the door for you. I don't know. What do you?
Chivalry.
Eso.
Chivalry is a characteristic. Empathy, compassion, leadership skills,
Mm.
um, also he has good
Yeah, I
manners.
was about to say polite.
He's polite.
Yeah, good manners.
He worries about your safety. He's a protector.
Yeah.
So those are just some. I could go on forever.
Hmm.
What is the equivalent of a gentleman?
A lady.
Yeah. So what are the characteristics of a lady?
The characteristics of a lady: acts and dresses properly. Um, her mannerisms are, that how do you say lady, like, like when she sits down, she sits with her legs crossed.
Mm,
She doesn't wear like anything too revealing. Um, I guess the way she takes care of her family. I don't know if that's ladylike.
mm.
Maybe the
Okay.
way she thinks about like
It's
her outward
subjective. It's
thinking.
your opinion. So
I think being a lady and a gentleman is how you behave. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like not.
Yeah. So a lady to me is a woman who doesn't spit when she goes out in public, because I do that sometimes. Like, I'll spit on the sidewalk or whatever. She's not somebody that curses like a sailor. It's okay. Like, for me personally, it's okay if she curses once in a while, but if she's cursing every fucking sentence, like her whole sentence is a curse, she's not acting ladylike. The way she dresses, she's very well
Yeah.
mannered. She says thank you, please.
Mm.
She addresses men. Like, she won't say daddy to a stranger.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
like
Or
use
something
those.
sexual.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She'll maybe say Mr., Sir, maybe call them by their real name. She respects men, male authority. She respects male authority. Um, she's compassionate, she's empathetic, she's she appreciates the gentleman. Like, she wants to articulate her desires in a healthy way. She sets healthy boundaries. um she uh she appreciates the alpha man. Like she's not gonna be like, yo, don't hold my door for me. I could do it myself. You know what I'm saying? She's appreciative. She's not entitled. You know what I'm saying? She takes responsibility and accountability, and she knows how to dress appropriately, like represent herself online and off. Um, and
Yeah, the way she carries
the way
herself.
she carries herself, yes,
I
yes.
agree.
Also, the stuff that she engages in. You know what I'm saying? Like where she's going, the stuff that she's doing, like same thing. Okay, so what's your definition or views on chivalry?
What's my definite? Well, we just describing what chivalry is. I think we
Okay,
just did. My views on it. I think that it's definitely up to the parents to teach their children. Well, I guess the boys, because boys are supposed to be more chivalrous than females, but we should, as parents, teach our sons how to be gentlemen and teach our daughters how to be ladies and how to behave accordingly. But I don't know if if you yourself as a parent wasn't taught that, then how are you going to pass that on?
absolutely.
So,
Is chivalry dying or already dead?
remember we asked that question of the we had a caller one time, and she says, and I agree with her after she said it. I didn't think about it that way. It's not dying, so per se with the men, it's dying with the generation.
Okay, so so whom killed it if it's dying like slowly with a
I
generation?
think both.
Okay, so this is my okay.
I think young girls don't expect it because they don't know,
This
and boys don't do it.
this is the reality. Feminism fucked this shit up. This is why. So men are even the most gangster of a man. You know what I'm saying? Mobsters, mafia type. Anything as far as like these dominant hierarchy of men, whether it's history, film, real life, even those men practice chivalry.
That's true.
So chivalry is in a lot of men, especially if they grew up in two households, and like you said, they already saw that um growing up. Men will naturally be like this. They're natural leaders, protectors, providers. Now, what has made men become lazy? What has made men stop doing this? Feminism. Those
Mm.
women that will follow other women because they're like, wait a minute. This bitch out here is saying she's single, boss bitch. That nigga that I like. 8 figures, 8 figures, niggas I like. All that shit, music,
Who
television.
sings that?
I don't know who sings that. I heard that. Whatever. Some
That's pretty catchy.
nigga, I like 8 figures. That's my type. That's my type. Whatever. Right.
No
City
idea.
girls and all that shit. Right. Boss bitch, independent. I don't need a man. Single moms. Yo, she's doing it. She's doing it alone. She's doing it without a man. Followers. It's a women. Women are inclined to following. It's in their DNA. So when these women are saying this stuff, now it's like she's following another woman because she said I could hold my own door because she's following another woman. So now it becomes a trend. And now these men are like, they're not gangster. They're not like stubborn. They're not putting their foot down. So they just stop. They become lazy. They're just, oh shit, okay. They don't need us. Bye.
Mm.
This is what happened. Feminism killed it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not blaming women. I'm not blaming men. I'm blaming feminism. So whomever invented this that made women want to follow it
It's
and
your
men
fault.
intimidated and want to relinquish their duties, responsibilities, not wanting to provide, that's what it is. See, feminism has reverse engineered women's ideologies and fucking up their DNA to a point where they putting it all in this fucking big ass bundle package and pushing it out to men, and men are like, we're not buying this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, we're not buying this shit. We don't want to pay your bills, provide for you, none of that stuff. We're not doing it. We're not
Mm.
protecting you. We're not doing it. The only thing we're gonna do is get sex from you because that's also benefiting us. We don't want to get married. Courts are not favoring us. Governments doesn't favor men. It favors more women. We don't see the benefit in a relationship and getting with you because the
Mm.
relationship doesn't benefit us. We get into a relationship with you, we're giving up all this shit. This is how a lot of weak men think.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Is it their fault? I don't blame them. It's whoever implemented this. You know what I'm saying? And they're what they're doing also is to make sure that this shit is intact. They're taking away all our dominant figures. They're killing them off. Movies, all this shit.
That's
Look
true.
at back in the days of superheroes that we used to watch. That your young boys used to look up to. They're taking that stuff away. They're making females CEOs of male dominating sports.
Mm.
I'm telling you, man, this is all part of the plan. This is what they're doing to push out their agenda. Yeah. So, are women privileged to chivalry?
Are women privileged to chivalry?
No. In my opinion, no.
Oh, are they? So, in other words, should
Chivalry
men
is
just give
that's
them?
a gift. You
Oh
know what I'm saying?
no,
That's
I
a
don't
gift
think
for
so. I agree with you. No
that's a
way.
gift for people to earn.
Yes, I
You know what I'm
agree
saying?
with
So
you.
it's not just like, oh, because she's a woman, you need to protect her. Oh, I ain't going to the club and protecting every woman there. No way.
No, I agree.
I'm just
But
protecting
I
my
do
woman.
think that certain chivalrous things like offering a pregnant woman or an
Well,
old
we're gonna
woman.
talk
Oh,
about
we
that.
are okay. My bad.
Do you think they want that or even think that they deserve it? The women.
Like I said, I think that there's such a lack of it for whatever reason that it's something that they don't think about.
Okay.
Except in the situation that I guess we're going to talk about eventually.
They don't think about that or even want it because of society, social media, the
Yeah, I said
following.
the same thing.
So think about it. A man could be practicing chivalry. He don't want to sleep with you on the first night. He actually wants to get to know you. She talks to because a lot of women won't be mean. They won't say this straight up to guys. She goes to her girl, and this woman will tell her girl all the secrets that she should be telling you
Like
if y'all
what?
connecting. She'll say, "Yo, this guy is a nice guy. He's a simp. He holds
Mm,
doors for me. He protects me. He holds my hand. He stands on the side of the traffic. He wants to provide for me. He wants to know my mom. I'm just throwing hypotheticals
right, but I don't think women see men that do that as a simp. They'll be like, that's different. I
because you
haven't had
probably have a
that.
traditional mindset.
Oh, okay.
Modern women will definitely think that they will coincide gentlemen with nice guy, which they're not synonymous.
Right,
They
right.
will coincide good guy with nice guy. They're not synonymous. So they will tell their friends, yo, he's too nice of a guy. I wish he would grab my ass
Yes,
already.
that I've
I
heard.
wish he would wanna fuck me
Yeah, like
already.
what's
I
taking him
wish he
so
would want
long?
do it. Is he not interested in me? And she will say to her friend all that shit that she should be saying to him, but she not gonna have the guts to say that.
Yeah, but you know why she doesn't have the gut to say that?
Because she's afraid of rejection, the risk, what could be the outcome, also how she's gonna look to that guy.
Because she's broken.
Yes.
That's why
That's
she
another
don't
reason.
even know what the hell she wants.
Yeah, that's another reason.
Yeah.
So that's why they don't believe it.
Mm,
It's not something they see every day.
exactly.
So a woman that's like, yo, discipline is too good to be true. Discipline is too perfect. That's a woman that has a broken energy, broken mentality. Bitch, you probably in a healthy relationship finally.
She said, bitch.
Bitch, you probably, yeah, because she's a bitch. She's not in that queen level yet.
Mm,
She's a bitch. She's not, she got to elevate to that divine feminine. That divine feminine is queen. That divine feminine is goddess. There's different tiers of women.
damn.
You see, so she's a bitch. That's why I say that. Bitch, you finally in a healthy relationship. It's not toxic. Toxic makes you comfortable. You need to get out your comfort zone.
Yep, definitely. That's for everything, though.
Yeah, so they will say too good to be true. He's too perfect. And I'm just throwing me hypotheticals just to make it subjective so you can understand. You know what I'm saying? I like to throw examples so people understand. That's my level of teaching.
Yeah.
I'm good at teaching that way to make people understand. So it's like she might be saying those things, but that's the reality is. You see what I'm saying? Bitch, you finally deserve this,
Yeah.
but you don't believe it. No, man. Toxicity needs to make me feel comfortable. Subconsciously, that's what I deserve. She don't really feel like she deserves a good man.
Mm,
She might say publicly she wants one. She might pray for it. She might tell her friends, yo, all these men out here are just bitches. They're feminine. They're whatever. I need a good dominant alpha male. A good man. But the reality is she don't find those men. And when she got one or two, She played them.
She
She dissed
self-sabotaged.
them. She self-sabotaged them. There's a self-sabotaging. Everything's going well. Hell no, I'm waiting for the ball to drop. So she'll say something like, yo, you took too long to text me.
Yeah, something.
Just throwing
Anything.
hypotheticals.
Yeah.
Because now it's time for an argument. No. This shit been going on too good for 2 months. Now it's time for a fucking argument. So, nigga, you took too long to text me.
Right.
Where the fuck
Where you at?
You probably fucking another bitch. Yo, I'm at work right now. What's wrong with you? Nah, you probably with another bitch. You see? Self-sabotage.
Yes,
okay.
Definitely.
So here's the one that you like. Do you believe a man should give up his seat for a young lady or older man with a walking cane?
Older man with a walking cane. First of all, I taught my kids, you give up your seat for any older person, man or woman. If there are no older people, if a pregnant woman comes in, you give it up for her. Anybody else, you're good.
Okay. So my perspective on this is the walking cane, older man, definitely.
Hell yeah.
The young lady, no, unless there's no more seats.
And she's pregnant.
Like, for example, I went to no, not even that.
I'm not giving up my seat for no younger woman. I'll give it for an older woman or a
and that's
pregnant woman or
perfectly
old man.
fine because I'm a man and I'm a gentleman.
Oh yeah, that's
So
right.
the reality is, I went to this event back in April, and there were no more seats. So this older woman was with her son or two, and I said to her, "Take mine."
See, because you were
You
raised
see?
right.
If not that, it's not just that. I've been in situations where there were no more seats, waiting at the doctor's office or whatever. Young lady walks in. I said, "I'll stand, take my seat."
Yeah, I've done that too.
You see what I'm saying? So to me, it's like, if there's seats around, like if there's one more seat left, I'm not giving up my seat for the young lady. I'm not giving up my seat for the older woman.
Right, because
You
there's a
see?
seat there.
But if there's 5 seats open and the guy comes in with the walking cane, I don't care. I'm getting up. I'm getting up until he sits down.
See, no,
see?
I would wait and then see if he doesn't get a seat, then I would offer mine. Because if you get up, unless you go, come over here, take this one right away, somebody might take your shit.
Would chivalry be considered well-mannered? Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
And universal.
Yeah.
Not just subjective to women. Because a woman might say, well, this is what a gentleman is.
Wait, read that again.
Would chivalry be considered well-mannered and universal, not just subjective to women?
So would a man think that chivalry is well-mannered? Is that the question?
Would you consider chivalry be well-mannered and universal?
Oh, so women and men should be chivalrous to others. Yes, I think both of them should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You can't expect one sex to do it and not the other one. That's
because
not right.
we're talking about gentlemen and ladies.
Yeah.
So when
we should both be
they're both, this is their counterpart. A lady gets with a gentleman.
Exactly.
A gentleman gets with a lady. So they're both gonna practice that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
Is chivalry dead worldwide or just America?
Probably just America.
And why? Probably the stuff I said earlier. Yeah.
Because we don't hold, this country doesn't value that stuff. Doesn't value being,
because it's like money driven and all that shit.
Awful.
Like they're trying to.
I'm trying to move out of this country.
Vanilla. Valentine's Day.
Vanilla.
What? Valentine's Day. What gender is this holiday catered to more?
Women.
Okay, 100%. So it's not both.
No, it's women. I've never seen a woman buy a man anything for Valentine's Day except lingerie.
Okay. So, well, I've gotten shit for Valentine's Day.
He's like, I don't know about you bitches.
That wasn't even sex based.
It wasn't even Valentine's Day.
It wasn't sex based. It wasn't Valentine's Day. It wasn't my birthday.
What was it? What you get?
Like, I used to get with this woman where every month, like seventh of the month,
the Boricua.
Yeah, she would do like some
like a anniversary. Yes, you said that.
So
correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she would always do things, and the thing is, like, I would always try to outdo what I did the month prior, but she would always do things more immaculate than I did. Like, for example, like, I got her a picture frame or something like that.
Did you put yours and her picture in it?
No.
You gotta
She took a portrait and I had it done.
Oh,
customly.
that's nice.
So I did that. She did some shit like she bought me like fucking $180 Tims. And I'm just looking at my gift like, shit, I ain't get you this shit
No,
right
but
here. But to
it shouldn't
her,
have to match money.
it was the thought.
Yeah.
To her, it was the fact that you got something.
Yes.
One time I wrote her poem, and then she got me like a Gucci shirt that was like $300.
Yeah.
So it's like she was always doing better than me with
No, she was giving you more expensive
oh yeah,
gifts.
more
You
expensive
were
gift. Yeah.
putting more thought into it. There's a
Yeah, yeah.
difference.
You're right.
Yeah.
I mean, she did do some heartfelt shit one
I
time.
mean, even buying you a gift every month, that's nice. You know, she's saying I appreciate our relationship. That was beautiful on its own. But don't get it twisted with just because she spent more money, you put more thought. Poems,
I, I was
chicks
with
love that shit.
I was with an African American. I was with an African American woman who did the same thing.
What celebrate every month?
No,
Oh.
she would just buy me things.
Oh, just for the hell of it?
Yeah, whether it was a weekly basis or she
Like
wanted to
what? Like
help
clothes or
something,
anything?
clothes, ties, shoes. Um, one person wrote me like a letter.
Hmm.
So
That's nice though.
it's like it's like some men. I feel sorry for them because they don't get these women that do this. You know what I'm saying? But Valentine's Day is catered more to the female gender.
I agree.
Because that's where the money's gonna be driven more.
Yep.
Men get married before they're ready instead of making the woman earn it and when he's ready. Why is this common?
I think it's because they get put under pressure by their family, by the girl, by her family. Maybe some of his friends might be like, "What are you waiting for? Just do it already." That's what I
Mm.
think.
I think it also comes down I agree with those things. And here's the biggest thing. Yeah, women definitely would want to get married because they see other women and maybe all of their siblings got married and she's the only one. That could be a circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
All my cousins got married, whatever. However, are you presenting yourself like wife material? That's the biggest thing. If you want something, are you working to earn that? And what are you taking the necessary steps to navigate you to the goal? You see?
That's a good question.
That's the biggest thing. That's number one. Number two, this is what ends up happening, the manipulation game. We've been together for 2 years. When are you going to give me the ring? If you don't, I'm leaving you. She's lying. She's not going nowhere, but she's trying to call your bluff. You guys are playing poker. And the thing is, this guy, if he's like me, she's playing old maid, but he's playing high stakes poker.
I like that. That's
She's
funny.
playing checkers and he's playing chess because she can't play with him.
If he's like you, you're saying.
Yeah. She can't play with him. She
With
thinks she got
being manipulative into marriage.
she
Got
thinks
you.
she got checkmate, but she don't. He's 5 steps ahead of her.
Now, what do you
You
think?
see, so the thing is, a lot of men are not going to be this way and they're going to fall into the trap, the manipulation game. You don't love me. You don't this, you don't that. What are you waiting for? Are you keeping your options open? Do you have other women? Why aren't you claiming me yet? Why can't you get the commitment? You see, all of this is manipulation. And he will get the ring to shut her up.
Okay, let me ask you a question now. Let's say a girl asks a guy, "Do you see a future with us? Do you see us having kids or getting
That's
married?"
a good question
That
to
is a
ask a
good question,
man.
right? And he says, I don't think that far ahead right now. Let's say they've been together for a
She
year.
needs to walk away before it gets started.
Okay, what if she told him they had their little conversation or
Mhm.
whatever, however it went? She said, "Fine, I'll let you finish, let's say college. Let's say he's in college. I'll let you finish school, but this conversation, we're going to talk about it again because if you don't see that, you got to step away because this is a priority for me. I want to get married and I want to have kids. And if you can't give me that, then you have to break up with me because that's what I want."
That's too aggressive.
I mean,
But
that's her
yeah,
that's her end goal is to get married and have
yeah,
kids. If he don't want it, then
yeah.
that's fair
That's
though.
too
So
aggressive.
how should she have said it?
She should say that first of all, she should ask. The first question was good. The second one is, what are your goals? What is your 5-year plan? Like a job interview. What is your 5-year plan?
Right. But what if he's like, I don't know.
Why would she give him pussy then? Because God forbid she gets pregnant. Then
No,
what?
they're not. That's not happening.
Exactly.
No. I'm saying that's not happening because he's a very careful person. If you know what I mean.
No way. No fucking way. If he's a careful person, he's a fucking planner too. Cause he's fucking careful. They go together. So
Super.
they
Okay.
do go together.
What do you say to that then?
Niggas that get women pregnant, they're spontaneous niggas.
Right. Well, this man is not spontaneous.
Exactly. So he's probably not a planner too. He's a go with the flow type of guy. Those are toxic guys. Those are red flags.
No, but he's not a go with the. That's what I'm saying. He's not this. He was asked this question. He said, "I really don't know. I don't like to think that far ahead."
That's a red flag.
So, but you're saying that she was too aggressive with how she said it. So how
yeah.
should she
So
have
how
said
should
it?
she say it? Is she should ask him, "What's your 5-year plan?"
Okay, I don't know. He said, "I don't know."
Okay. So now she says, "Do you want to have kids? Because I do."
I don't know.
I don't know. Do you want to get married? Because I do.
I don't know. I can't think that far ahead.
Oh, I thought we were acting here. You were playing the guy. I was playing the girl.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think that we are acting.
Okay. So he's like, I don't know. Would you
But
be
I love
would
you.
you be inclined to meeting my parents one day?
They did.
Okay. So if
he met her family, she hasn't met his family yet, and they're of different backgrounds.
That's a flag. Those are red flags. Those are red flags. So these are the questions that need to happen on the dating process, the vetting process before you give up the pussy.
No. Yeah. Okay. You're right. This we could talk about off camera because it's just too much to get into.
So you got to think about it. Like if women are the gatekeepers to sex, and if they're not obviously taking birth control and all those things, they can get pregnant. They're still fertile. Don't they have to protect themselves and their future?
Yeah.
So
but they
wouldn't
use
it be
condoms,
hold on? Wouldn't it be conducive to ask questions that is conducive to your growth and your future and where you want to go? But even the smartest women in the world aren't being taught this, because I don't correlate education with intelligence and innate, godly, given divine intelligence that you get gifts, wisdom from the ancestors and God. I don't count that.
No, because not everybody has that.
Because the highest IQ women could just have that high IQ because she has
Book
an
smart.
eidetic memory. She's book smart. She studied something in school for 4 years, but she doesn't implement that into her day to day because she forgot about it. So the reality is, no, you need to ask these questions as a woman. You see what I'm saying? And the thing is, you need to watch that guy because he could also be yesing you to death. Yo, I want to get married. Do you? Yeah, baby. You want to do it now? I want to have kids. Do you? Yeah. How many kids you want to have? And
so you meet somebody who says, I don't know.
And she's like, yeah, no, I'm saying this guy's wearing a mask. He's fucking lying. So now she needs to study him to see if everything he's saying is right. His Instagram, how he is, when you go out, how he is, if you meet his family, how he is with them. She needs to study all those things.
But there's
How many women are doing this before they give out the pussy and the panties? Not a lot.
Yeah,
not a lot. Because this is why when I go out on dates with women, I do not allow them to order alcohol. All of these substances, weed, all of these substances will. Now, I don't mind smoking weed with her, but we're gonna smoke in a area where we're not alone, where it could happen, at an event or something,
in a park or something.
I try to eliminate these substances because some women out there, yo, I'm gonna say the realest shit I ever said. There's some women out there who are not into the guys that they're with. That's why before they go see those guys, they get fucked up. They take psychedelic drugs. They smoke weed. They drink a little bit because they need to get themselves in the mood because this is gonna get them horny. I'm telling you. And how I know this? Because I get the gift from the ancestors that they're giving me the answers. That's how I know. I don't know this for a fact. No women have ever told me this. But there are probably women out there that have done this.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So the reality is they might not really be into that guy. They're into the act. They're into the sexual act.
Hmm.
But in order for me to go through with this, I need to be inebriated.
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah. So you have any final thoughts for this?
What was the name of the
Is it fair if
Oh yeah.
do you believe it is fair if a woman doesn't behave like a lady but desire a gentleman?
Expects a man to be a gentleman.
Is
Yeah.
it
And
fair
vice
if the
versa.
gentleman, yeah.
I think that if you want to be treated a certain way, you need to treat yourself that way first, and you need to treat the people or person you're with or others the same way that you want to be treated with. Like
So people,
if I want respect, I have to be respectful to others.
yes. And the only way people are gonna be able to do this adequately is if they believe in some type of energy in general.
Yes.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? We
I
live in
agree.
a spiritual realm, not a physical one.
Mm-hmm.
So if we believe in spirituality and energy, this is the only way. Why? Because everything is energy. Words,
Mm-hmm.
what you put out, how you dress, how you put everything you put out there. You promote sex, you're gonna get sex. Everything you promote queen energy, you're gonna get king energy.
Mm-hmm.
So everything that you promote, everything is energy. And I don't hear these female dating coaches or female spirituality coaches say that. I don't hear none of them say that.
Mm. Well, I've never really listened to any.
One or two, but I don't see none of them say that because they don't want the scrutiny. They're not gonna hold women accountable. They're not gonna tell women put your clothes back on. I never heard them say that because they don't really give a fuck. They want your fucking money.
Yeah.
They want your fucking money.
I mean, I've never met one, so
They're not gonna say that. But the reality is, what you want, what you want to attract, you have to be.
Yeah, you have to put that
You have
energy
to
out there.
you have to think.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want a gentleman, you have to behave like a lady in every way.
Mm-hmm.
You say if you're a gentleman and you want a lady, you have to behave like a gentleman in every way.
Right, all the
Also,
time, not just part time.
Also, there's some men that are so jaded that they're like, yo, I used to do this 10 years ago. They bitches played me. I'm going to stop.
Yeah.
They need to stop doing that as well.
And women too.
Have an abundance mindset. 50 girls didn't like it, but 100 will.
Right.
So if you have this abundance mindset, you never lose your identity and you never follow. I know where I come from. I know where I was raised. I know whom raised me. And ultimately, I know what I want in the future. So I know how to carry myself in order to get it.
That's true.
You
But I
see?
think women too, as jaded as they are because of one man or two men, you know what I mean? Like you have to stop doing that too. Don't just lump everybody together. That's like them lumping you with
The
the
only-
hoe down the street. You're not a hoe, right?
You're right. The only way women are going to stop doing this is if there's more education about it and there are more women who are educated and in their divine feminine telling them this.
Where can they find this education?
Man, I mean, not just at the workshop that's coming, not just there, but they need to follow the most adequate. Like, people need to detox a lot of things. Detox your social media. Detox who you're following. Detox your body, your mind, your soul. You need to just detox all of these things. Your business, who you allow in your circle, who you want to do business with,
what you watch on IG,
who you want to have sex with, who you want. You see what I'm saying? The music you listen to. We're a heart with the plug. It goes into the outlet. We absorb all of that.
Yeah, definitely.
So all of that is energy. You have to detox all of these things.
Yep.
This is the work.
Definitely.
The internal as much as the external. But most people focus just on the external. The money, the superficialities, the cars, I gotta get my body right. Let me go to DR, Brazilian butt lift. Women, let me do this because men like this. And I like it too, but men like it more. I'm dick hungry. I'm dry spell. I'm dick pressed. Dick pressed. If anybody don't know what that means, that means a woman
like depressed,
is sad because she doesn't get dick. She's celibate. She's celibate for 6 months.
She's sad. That's That's so true.
Yeah, so now it's like, how am I gonna catch a man?
Mm,
So no, sex
yeah.
should not be your priority. I don't
No.
give a fuck if you got a
Yeah,
high sex
no.
drive.
I agree with
So
you.
the reality is, work on your man, because what's more important to you? This high sex drive shit, or having the man that's gonna provide and do all these things and protect you long term? You want to grow old with him one day, or you just want the
The
now?
arrow.
You
I
just
mean,
want the
the hour.
now.
Yep. I agree.
You just want the sex now. You just want to satisfy
And then what
the
happens?
smothering desires to satisfy
Yeah.
you. The eclectic messages seeping from my brain into your female estrogen. Now you're drenched between your legs from the seduction of discipline. And now it's like, oh, I want this now. I want it because a lot of weak men can't provide it. So I want it now. I want those 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 45
Mm-hmm.
minutes of pleasure. But then when it's done, you get another
Exactly.
round, you get a third round,
You
but
might.
then when it's done, what happens the next day?
And the
What
day
happens the
after
day
that,
after that?
she's back to square one. She's lonely again.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah. Because you didn't build anything within yourself and you didn't build anything with the
Exactly.
guy
Forget the guy and forget the girl. You have to build with yourself
first.
first.
Yeah. Definitely.
Period.
Definitely. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, you were tuned in to Discipline Therapy Podcast.
Peace,
Peace.
but not really peace. Remember, September 24th, get your tickets on Eventbrite. It's the event is from 1 to 3 p.m. And when you buy your ticket, the venue will be disclosed then.
Link
And
link in the bio and all of our bios in our social medias.
no refund, so don't try it.
Good promoter. I got so much, my mind races 100 miles per second.
And it
I
should
just
be because you'll be the one,
I just
doing all the
forget.
talking.
I just forget to promote. So that's good that you do that.
No way, you got the best business partner around.
Yeah.
Ew. And
So
that's it. Now
all
that's
right.
it.
So now we're good. Peace.